We have a challenge, and the challenge that we have is that as a society, we have young men that are growing up without any kind of foundation, any kind of an understanding of what it means to be a real man. Well, real man is more than simply being in the woods like this, although this is a good starting point, because here in this kind of a setting where all you see is what what God has made at every turn. It gives a young man an opportunity to come into a different awareness of his place in the world. It's not a street corner, it's not a bar, it's not a club. It's covering maybe the next 2 miles in a half hour, or finding a way to circumvent through some really rough wooded areas like this, creating a shelter when you don't have anything but just, dead branches to work with, surviving a storm, knowing how to navigate from one point to another, being able to look at a tree and see what side the moss is on, so as maybe to gauge where you are and how to leave a trail and to leave a campsite in better condition than you found it. These are some of the skill sets that we work with. Taking young men who have never been in a kayak, who have never pushed themselves beyond a round of basketball. These are the kinds of things that when a young man gets a chance to do this, it changes him, and it changes him in some fundamental ways that will impact him for all the days of his life. What we are doing is that we're setting the stage for what types of grandfathers these young men are going to be far down the road. What kinds of things are they being trained so that they one day will be sitting down with their grandsons and teaching them to be real men, as opposed to letting the streets take on that task.